this bitch. Hold on. Hope you lot had a great week so far. Stay there, guys. Get the lights up, man. B.4.T.R radio. Shout out my co-host, Strawberry Sauce. You already know how this shit go. Get the lights up. We're going to be reacting to some true crime today. You know, we're going to be reacting to some true crime. Yeah, man. Get the lights up, man. This shit going to be fun. I hope you lot liked yesterday's one. Sorry I had to go so early. The haters be trying to flag that shit all the time. So, you know. Alright, bitch. Sorry for that. What's that word, chat? Yeah, so we're gonna start off with B.4.T.R radio show. It's a late night, so it's strictly just laid back bangers. And yeah, new music video out now. Unlocked, produced by myself. You know how this shit goes. Get the lights up. We're gonna do this shit. Cause this one video, huh? Make sure you look at the lights up, man. When I tell you, I don't know what I'm in for. Strawberry already sent me the lowdown. Or what the fuck? Good evening, Strawberry. What's that word? Yeah, she sent me the lowdown of what the fuck's going on. So we're gonna be reacting to it. So yeah, I ain't watched it, so no spoiler. That's just in case Strawberry thought I won't reply to it. Trust me, I gotta prepare myself. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. We'll start this video off with why it was slow. Let's go. Get the lights up. Bro, you won't survive this year. You won't survive by the end of this year the way you're talking, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Clown. Get the lights up. Let's be playing. Funny. What's that word? What's that word, Jordan? How you doing? Trust me, Strawberry. Where you from, Jordan, man? Put in the comments so I can shout you out. Alright, next we playing Trolls. Just so you know, the video's out to all of these tracks I'm playing. That was Troll's video out now on this channel. Check it out if you ain't seen it. It's a movie. That's what I can tell you. It's a movie, just like the rest of it. Hey, next we playing. We playing oh, songs. Yeah, we playing high again. Shout out Pierre Devotion. B.4.T.R. Next we playing So Hard 3. Video out now if you ain't seen it. Let's go. B.4.T.R. Nancy Plan Ready to Go, produced by myself. Video out now. And just so you know, this song is literally for people with like suicide awareness, etc. People going through hard shit and just feel like giving up. And I just, in that video, I just wanted to show people like everybody's had that thing in their life, but nobody really talks about it. So I thought, fuck it. But yeah, enjoy. This is me on the guitar and the piano track. My phone. No pick. Oh yes, you know what time it is. This is the B.4.T.R radio show. I am Tyson Rich TV. Shout out my co-host Strawberry Sauce. We in this bitch. Big up to the mods. Let's go. Alright, we gonna play something exclusive. This is on my on the Fatherhood album I dropping on Friday. This song is called Daddy's Girl. Once again, me on the guitar singing, like it's like an indie track. Like I'm just literally showing you guys how much like so many genres I cover. Like I really do this shit. I wouldn't even say I'm a singer or a rapper. I'm an artist. Alright, you all ready? Put 7 in the chat if you okay, Amy. Oh, strawberry. Hey, you see me how I just be in my own bubble, like I don't really be giving a fuck what people say, like, and it pisses them off. Why? Because I'm so laid back. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, some clowns. When I log off this shit, bro, I'm living the best time of my life. Believe that. Ill or not, you know. So yeah, man. All the rest of you guys that are tuned in are always tuned in and show love and hit the light. God bless you, man. I appreciate you to the fullest. All right, next we playing Daddy's Girl. She produced by me, and it's a dedication to my youngest, my daughter, 7. Let's go. It's on to you. And produced by me. Next we are playing. We playing Unlocked because it's out now. So go check it out if you haven't seen it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and big up Crystal Palace, the mates. If you know, you know. You know I'll produce this cold. You know it. You know it's cold. Trust me, surely. Next, we playing Scumbag, produced by me. And yeah, that's me on the piano and keys. You know this shit right now. You should know this shit right now. I put it in the intro. The fuck. I just think it's so crazy how I got hundreds and hundreds of videos, right? But people will be coming into the live and be like, just have something to say, like, but you ain't even looked at the content, you know, like that. People are weird, bro. Anyways, let's go. Get a lights up. It's over. I hope you lot ready for this reaction at 11 o'clock. The reason why I'm doing this reaction late is due to the nature of this thing we're gonna watch. So similar to what we watched last night. The real ones know. Put in the comments if you were there. Big up to Strawberry because she's the one that said it to us. So we're gonna react. We're gonna be reacting to it together. So boy oh boy. Next we playing Fan Part 2. That's out. Big up GG. Big Betty girl, big Betty. Big up GG man. Always. Let's go. Last but not least, we're playing U.T.R, and then we're going to be reacting to the true crime. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to be watching it fresh like you guys, so I'm preparing myself. Like I said, thanks to the courtesy of Drill Resource, my co-host. Sent me that shit just in time, so yeah. Next, U.T.R. Alright, next, we playing Never Quit. Produced by me. Yeah, that's me on the stream. You should know this by now. Hey, get a lights up, man. You ain't hearing nothing like this in a long time. But I don't make no motherfucking gangster music. Nah, bro. I literally make music off the frequency and the situations that I'm going through, or been through. So let's do this shit, man. Get a lights up. The video to this is gonna be nuts, chat. I'm telling you, it's gonna be nuts. You are not ready, man. You are not ready, man. I swear, on everything I love, you are not ready. Right, play the last tune, and then we gotta hit straight to the content, because boy, oh boy, we got one in the evening. Make sure you go get snacks together and shit, because boy, I gotta prepare myself for the one from yesterday. Alright, cool. Yeah, we're gonna shut this bitch off with Story. What should we end the radio show with? What song? how, what the fuck is wrong with me? I bet I forgot that. No interviews, like what the fuck? No interviews. Then Tess and Rich featuring Kurt Marley. Shut your bitch ass up, part two. Yeah, let's do this shit. Hey, chat, get the lights up here. Come on, man. I know we singing out my heart for no reason. This ain't no motherfucking water tune. This is my heart. This is my raw voice. Like, come on, guys. I do this shit, chat. I do this shit. Hey, next, we playing blue. How many times have I told you give out these chances and all these bitches in blue? I tell you. I swear, I don't just be rapping, I'm preaching. You gonna listen. Let's go. Shout little kids. Let me make you lot deep back again. Pull it back. You gotta listen. Put 7 in the chat. I know strawberries, they're always. Let me know you're in the chat. So. Yes, got Robert Dilator, produced by me. So, no, produced by my boy B.J.X. What the fuck? Like, shout out B.J.X on production. Let's go. Last but not least, Shut Your Bitch Ass Up Part 2, featuring my boy Clint Marley, B.4.T.R, who we are, before the revelation, before the revolution, B4 tanks and rich, bitch. Let's go. I'm gonna wear Clint Marley, man, always. Okay, alright. Last and not least, we gonna end the radio show with this is tough. Alright, fuck it. We're gonna end it with shut your mouth. Let's go. B.4.T.R. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You don't know me. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. They wanna add a kind of dumb shit. Like a word breaking English. Yeah, my accent is pretty clear. But they act like it's pretty weird. Do your homework before you chat. Come up on my life, that's a fact. Baby say that I don't think I'm tough. Come try me on life, that's a nigga boss. Yeah, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You don't know me. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Baby, I'm shut. Ain't no time for the Walka time. Only for the dog. Come to the back. Now I can open up the door. Give me your time. Give me your time. Get it back to the cat. I will make it quick. Run out of the back. If you want to talk shit, with the arms outside. Ready to go. Yeah, ready to go. Now on the street. High speed train. Yeah, I'm so quick. But they come cat. Just get me. Well, I'm going fast. Now I'm on the field. Take one eight. I'm good as fuck. It's a good day. Yeah, I'm on the screen. Now don't turn the tape. On the screen, baby, don't put the tape. Different chat. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You don't know me. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. So now, chat, for the main event. I'll take my fucking glasses off of this shit. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I remain relevant TV say it's about to get. I swear, I don't even know what the fuck I got myself into, but yeah, let's do this shit. Relax up, chat, man. We about to react to some shit. Like, hey, big up remain relevant TV. As I said, I was like, it's about to get dark, and it got dark, you know. Hey, you already. Yesterday was that Nicholas Canfield motherfucker. I couldn't even finish the rest of that. That nigga made me feel sick. Oh, Jimmy motherfucking from the bully gang, Jimmy Hopkins. Look at that. I swear, fat controller off the Thomas the Tanker, Thomas the Tanker, fat controller. Dude, oh yeah, and Trevor from fucking GTA. Okay, so this one is called uh, doing a double life of Brian Steven Smith interview with the killer. All right, shout out to Court TV. Let's go. All right, make sure you got all your snacks and shit together now. I'm preparing for this shit. Hey, let's do it. You roll up, you get the juice, you get your girls next to you, you know? Just getting the vibe. You get it. Put my chair in the food. That like the poopy food up. You get it. No, I didn't fart, guys. That's just the level on this chair, you know that? You know that? Look. Yeah, that's not me doing farts. Like a laxative. Nah, bro. You already, yeah. Let my shit up. Hold on. I don't mind, yeah, smoking in the dark. But I just don't want to look like Smokey on Friday in the dark, running butt naked with that shit on. Like, bro, that's literally what I will look like right now. I'm like, or motherfucking Pookie on New Jersey. Just be calling me. You're my brother's keeper. Pow! Look, look at this shit. Look. Just be calling me. Just be calling me. Anybody can tell you, yeah, oh yeah, this person smokes weed, this person does that. But guess what? I ain't one of them lazy motherfuckers. I get shit done. You get it? Yeah. Just be calling me. Anyways. Oh baby, don't you leave, man. All right, put a 7 in the chat if you can hear me.
Absolutely what I'm teaching white people. I find that I'm bonding closer with the natives, the Alaska natives. Really? Yeah. So, do you have a penchant for native women who are homeless in crisis? It's been called the memory card murder. A brutal homicide found on a stolen cell phone. The victim dying on a hotel room floor. The killer mocking her in a distinctive act.
Brother. So you're gonna tell me this motherfucker look innocent? Like, let's just don't be biased, yeah, bro. What the fuck? Can you just imagine coming home, bro, and this motherfucker's just sitting in your kitchen, bro? Talk about something. He didn't let me in. Looking at him, bro. This is the kind of motherfucker you fuck with. You end up in a basement somewhere, bro. Telling you like this motherfucker like a young Fritz. The fuck? He was a motherfucking psycho.
Camera, bitch. There's at one point blood coming from both sides of her mouth while the killer is sexually molesting her. He wasn't sexually molesting her. He was poking his fingers on her boob. Okay. Is that not sexual molestation? In your mind? It depends on the woman.
Really, really, really. It depends on what the fuck does that even mean, bro? Bro, what the fuck does that even mean? It depends on what the fuck. Oh, this uncle's sick. Hold on. The fuck is he talking about? It depends on the one. This motherfucker sick. Fuck that. We're skipping the intro. Sorry, chat. Yeah, let's get to the shit.
I've always suspected that some people aren't at all who they appear to be. To his wife, Brian Stephen Smith was a loving husband. To the Marriott hotel staff, he was a good colleague. To his mistress, he was a spinner of dark sexual fantasies.
That's what he looks like. He looks like a motherfucking. he looks like the AliExpress Brock Lesnar.
But to Kathleen Henry, an Alaska native living on the streets of Anchorage, Brian Stephen Smith was a stranger who offered a warm bed and then did something monstrous.
Good evening. We're learning more tonight about the weeks surrounding the hotel killing of 30-year-old Kathleen Henry.
39 photos and 12 videos show in graphic detail the final hours of a dark-haired woman. The SD card where the files were stored was labeled homicide at Midtown Marriott.
She was like all beat up. I mean, her face was not even recognizable.
But she was all beat up because he was off that motherfucking beer, and he was off that cocaine. You can't tell me that dude was not on the cocaine. Look at his nose. His nose looks swole as fuck. And you know if he tried to blow his nose, it sounded like a fucking tea kettle. You know them old school tea kettle. Ooh, old Thomas the Tank Engine nose. Like, stop that shit. This nigga's sick. The fuck? Wait.
Brian Stephen Smith was found guilty in February 2024 of murder, sexual assault, and misconduct involving a corpse. Are we done that?
Bro, dude built like an evil pigeon, fam. The fuck? I believe he's... Yeah, trust me, because he's too comfortable, bro. People like that don't give a fuck, bro. Built like a motherfucking final box pigeon, fam.
Okay. And now, for the first time,
Look
he's
at him.
agreed to tell me his story and to answer for these crimes.
The fuck?
Well, Brian, we're here because we...
Look at this nigga, bro. Can you just imagine your ass being in the library somewhere? He's looking for some books, and he's just right behind the book you're looking for. Talking about, hey, I like that book. Can we have a chat? You know, yeah. Got some drinks in my car. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's sick, fam. This motherfucker look like he brushed his teeth with straight Glenn's vodka, bro.
Really want to understand the mindset and motivations behind your actions in this case. Okay? Tell me, why
Look
are
at
you
that.
here talking to us?
Because you asked me to.
You could have said no, but you agreed. Why?
Yes, yeah. Well, I have my side of the story as well that I'd like to get out.
You want to be heard.
Yes, I have to get something out on my side at least.
Smith's side starts when he met a woman who lived very far away from his native South Africa. You had found love late in life with an older woman, right? Stephanie. Tell me about her.
Yeah, so we actually met playing a game on internet, and we became friends. We started talking outside of the game.
Hey, whatever motherfucking game, that this dude was playing, bruh, you better delete it now. If you got the game or you played this game that this dude was playing, you better delete that shit. Cause there's always another motherfucker like him that's trying to overdo the mark. You know how these serial killers move.
The folk singer from Anchorage fell hard and fast for Smith, just as his life hit rock bottom.
In South Africa,
things actually got to a bit of a bad point. I got into a business deal that just went sour, and I lost a lot. Rock bottom. In South Africa, things actually got to a bit of a bad.
Bruh, why is the guy interviewing him looking at him like a cooked meal? Like, you know, your wife's got some. She just come out of the bath and she smells like butter. And then you just see her going, ooh, look at you. Ooh. You know that. Ooh, wee. This motherfucker looking at the cereal like a cooked meal, bro. He's like, oh, yeah. I love the details of this motherfucker. This, like, bruh, fuck that. I ain't smoking for shit with this dude. I'll be looking straight at his evil pigeon looking at him. Looking at the killer like a home cooked meal. The fuck?
Point. I got into a business deal that just went sour, and I lost a lot of money. And it's almost like everything just made sense. You know, just pack up and leave. You got nothing to lose here anymore. Take me back to the first time you stepped foot in this rather stunning land. What did you feel? What did you think? Well, it was amazing. It's the first time I've been out of South Africa. She's eating your blood. With camera in hand, Smith took to the Alaskan wilds and began shooting videos. This is the beaver dam. I don't know if this GoPro can pick it up, but there's a little beaver house over there. It's very similar to Africa. You've got the civilized, and then you've got the whole ethnic, rural, indigenous side of things. And people that are living in an absolute, totally different world to what we live in. Are there many South Africans in the Anchorage area? I think there's 2 or 3 or 4. There might be more, but maybe a handful. Yeah. It also seems like a good place for a secret life, if that's what you're looking for. Nobody knows you. There's lots of space. One could lose themselves in kind of withdrawal from the world here if one wanted to. Yes, you could. You're correct. You can go get yourself a little cabin and you never have to deal with humans again. Right. Yeah. Whether Smith was looking for a second life or a secret one in Alaska, he struggled to fit into Stephanie's world. Are you still married? I signed the divorce papers about 2 months ago. Stephanie's a very social person, and she's got groups of friends that are in theater and music. At first, I thought, yes, I could do it, but then it was just too much for me. They were all trying to be nice, right? Yeah. But that did cause a bit of problem with us. Yeah. Well, but let's be frank, right? She was an older woman. You were still quite young, and you had a roving eye, and soon an affair, right, with someone who shared a certain lust for sexual adventure. Is that fair, Alicia? Enter Alicia Youngblood, a young woman Smith met at work. Smith told police they started off as drinking buddies. Then things progressed. This crazy sex thing. It was just something that was happening, and I delved into it. It was interesting for me that I had someone that I could do something, and they would respond to it. I think that's what the main thing is. She was responsive to it. You say there was a bit of rough stuff, right? She liked to be slapped around a little, choked, suffocated. Yes, but it wasn't every time. She liked to see and hear. Stop.
Let me tell you something, man. All you freaky motherfuckers are allowed to do all of this experimental and shit. But especially when it comes to all of that fender, all that dominator, all that fuckery, yeah. It's all fun and games, yeah. You can go and get your orgasm. Go and get your orgasm with a woman. You can have your fucking orgasms till you explode. like a motherfucking balloon. But trust me, man, when I tell you, it's all fun and games till you end up unresponsive in your bed and you got this motherfucker over you going, you can't even fucking get anywhere because this guy got you on all types of drugs and shit. Fuck, inject your ass or some shit. Like the fuck, man. Bro, people gotta be safe out here, man. It ain't even a joke. Like this is just in general because this shit's been going on. Strawberry will tell you, like I've been putting on to this shit. It's fucked up world we're living in, mate. Fuck.
Stories about violence. That turned her on. That's what got the engine going. And this is all illicit, which probably made it even more exciting, right? Because you were married. Well, yes. The secrecy side of it, yes. Yeah. Soon, it sounds like the two of you were trying to outdo each other and coming up with mock sexual and violent role play scenarios, right? Yes. She would tell me about her criminal history. I knew they were not true stories. She was telling me that she'd been chased across America by the FBI, and she was part of a gang that used to rob banks. It's not real, but that's where the whole murder thing started coming in. So, and you played along. So one day I said to her, well, I've also killed somebody, so I've also got a story, and it turned her on massively. It worked. She loved me making up stories like it. If any woman goes to any man and says, say this or do this, and I'll get horny, that guy's going to do it. By day, Smith says, he and his wife kept up a loving, if passionless marriage. It sounds like it did sort of slip into a kind of a double life. The Brian, who's a dutiful husband on the straight and narrow. And then, on the other hand, a reckless kind of alter ego, right? The one who would drive into the night looking for cheap sex. By night, Smith would troll the streets of Anchorage in his black pickup truck. I did go out, but...
Right. Trust me, surely, like...
It wasn't for going out for sex.
There's just something about it just makes me feel sick.
I was having a very stressful life, and I would...
Like, he looks like someone that just has an excuse for everything.
And if that didn't knock me out, sometimes it would give me that... You get your second breath now. You get a little energy from it. Then I'd say, oh, now I need to go driving.
The fuck?
It was probably about 9:30 at night. And he pulls up, and I was homeless, living in a tent, and it was raining that night. Then he goes, well, it's raining. You want to ride around with me? And I was like, sure.
Valerie Kassler was on the street one night when Smith drove by. He told her he was looking for a certain young working girl and asked her to help.
Bruh.
You know the streets.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're a pretty good judge of character. What was your first impression?
He was nice. We went everywhere. We hung out out at the airport and watched the planes and stuff. I was with him till about 5, 6 in the morning.
All night long?
Yeah.
When Smith stopped at a gas station to use the ATM, Kassler found herself alone in his car.
That's when I dropped my phone.
In the car?
In his truck, yeah.
You were in the front passenger seat?
Yeah. And when I reached down, I grabbed 2 phones. And he had that chill feeling,
You just got a vibe from it?
Yeah.
A feeling?
Yeah, that something was not right.
With Smith still inside, Kassler pocketed his cell phone, a decision on which the entire case would hinge.
I went back to my tent and I turned it on, looked to see if I recognize any phone numbers or if I recognize anybody on the picture, and that's when I found it.
You need your garbage.
That's a sick mother.
fall of 2019, in a tent in the woods around Anchorage, Alaska, Valerie Kessler took out a phone she had stolen from Brian Stephen Smith's car and pressed play.
You need your garbage.
What did you see at first?
Him talking and his voice and her body laying on the floor of the hotel.
She was alive though at that point.
Yeah, and he stepped on her throat and he said, "You're not leaving here alive. I'm killing you."
Oh, for sake. Are you still alive?
I watched all of it, and he pulled out a wire, put it around her neck, and she was dead, and he was still doing things to her.
For days, Kessler refused to leave her tent. You stayed in the woods because you were
I was paranoid as hell.
scared.
Yeah.
But she worked up the courage to turn the videos over to the police.
It was the hardest thing I've ever had to watch in my life, not just being as a police officer. This was the worst thing I've ever seen happen to a human being.
Detective Brendan Lee had a colleague who overheard the videos and the
Trust
distinctive
me.
voice.
He recalled a case that he had worked that involved a male with an accident.
Just looking, bro. Off that shit.
He gave me the name Brian Stephen Smith.
Look at his pupils, bro.
Lee checked the Marriott guest list from the night of the videos. And sure enough,
To see his name on there, it was kind of like he's like a big moment. Like, okay, now we know who we're looking at.
then, just days after police got the video,
Human remains found at mile 108 of the Seward Highway a week ago belonged to a woman who had long dark hair.
with a prime suspect and a body to match, the race was on to gather evidence.
The FBI told us, hey, his phone is hitting off a tower near mile 108, the Seward Highway. And also, there was a timestamp on one of the images with Kathleen Joe Henry in the back of the pickup truck. And that was also like an aha moment, because his phone's hitting here at this time, this image is at this time, and it's at the location where the remains were found.
Detective Lee intercepted Smith at the Anchorage airport, returning from a trip with his wife.
Mr. Smith, I'm Detective Lee, the Anchorage Police Department. I just want to show you my badge.
Yeah.
ID, this is Detective Bell, our partner. We have some matters we wanted to clear up with you to talk to you today, so I appreciate you coming up here with these guys and talking to me. So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand that?
Smith tells me that afternoon the police caught him off guard.
I just flown all the way from DC.
Right.
Yeah, and you've obviously flown from lower footage. You know what it feels like now.
Yeah.
I flew 4 time zones across.
Yeah, we don't give no fuck.
When I landed, when they stopped me, I was already, in the legal terms of the words they use, is in a weakened state of mind.
Oh,
Years
God.
of investigation of
Really?
serious crimes, you don't get
You're just a dickhead, bro. There's always an excuse with these men, I swear.
I just wanted to show you some pictures to help you kind of refresh.
You should get it. You're lucky the chair ain't there,
letting
man.
on how much they already know about the killer sitting in front of them.
Can you tell me what's in that photo?
There's somebody's feet.
Okay. I'm looking at your shoe. I mean, it looks like the shoes you're wearing right now.
Yeah, it does, yeah. But what's happening when that's...
What's happening is on this video, on these images, the person that's recording it is holding the recorder and is standing basically above this girl and strangling her.
Okay.
And so we need to talk about this. We need to get ahead of this, Mr. Smith.
I don't want to act stupid, but I don't remember anything.
Oh my God.
For an hour and a half, I said, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Over and over and over. In ad nauseum, I said that.
You're not saying that. You're saying that you can't remember.
I do not remember anything of this. Honestly. That looks like a Marriott card. That looks like my truck parked over there.
This dude's a goofy. And he's making it so obvious that he's
Piece
guilty.
by piece, detectives disclose photo evidence. Smith's hands,
Look at him,
his
he's
stomach,
guilty as fuck.
Smith's truck, and license plate.
There's cameras out on the highway at the way station, so there's no doubt about it that you were out there. No doubt about it that you were out there.
Look, I don't remember anything else. Really, I'm sorry.
Then, about 2 hours in, Smith starts to crack.
Look, this sounds very serious. No matter what, I'm gonna be in deep. So, okay, I'll tell you what I remember. The next day at work, I saw something dripping out the back of my truck. And I was like, what the hell?
Oh, bruh.
And I opened up, and there was somebody there underneath.
That's,
there was a blue
oh my
top
god.
in the back of my truck.
Really? Like,
And, the back flap doesn't really lock. I've actually put a padlock on now since then.
Bruh.
And I saw somebody, and I was like, what the hell? What must I do? What must I do? And then the one night I thought, well, I've got to get rid of this. I can't. And I drove out, and I did. I went and dumped it. So, yeah, I did dump it. But yeah. What was in the back of my truck was not Kathleen Henry.
You're saying that you didn't keep the body in your truck for 2 days and then dump her on the side of the road as you recounted to police?
Well, when I said to the police the body, it's because the police had told me that there was a body in the back of my truck. I did not know what was in the back of my truck.
My
there
god.
was something.
You told them that you looked under the sheet. You could tell it was a body. You told them that.
It was not a body. It was. I've seen a YouTube once of a bear cub that was skinned, and it looked in my mind.
My god.
X-ray vision through that. That's what it could have been. Or
Oh
it
my
was
god.
a mannequin, or like a sex doll or something. It's
Are you
A
somebody
sex
who's
doll.
incapable of telling the truth?
Trust me.
The problem is when I speak the truth, people don't believe me.
Bruh. This goofy.
I think Brian Steele Smith is a person that I'd say he's a sociopath.
Yep.
You know, if you looked at his life, he would just look like your normal everyday. I go to work, I come home, this is my wife, we go on vacations, and I play with drones and like to shoot guns for my hobbies. I wouldn't say split personality, but he was definitely somebody that knowingly was trying to, live two different types of lifestyles.
Sure.
For police, the double life of Brian Stephen Smith now comes into sharp focus.
Any other Facebook accounts that aren't just Brian Smith? Oh, yes, yeah. I've got one called Bradley Phillips. Bradley's a real. He's like my alter ego in racist. You can make racist jokes and stuff.
Smith's alter ego offers police a new strategy.
You think good Brian won with bad Brian? I think it's possible like somebody made it so easy, bro.
They urge good Brian to confess to what bad Brian has done.
Right now, good Brian, I'm assuming, is who we have here. What do you feel right now about this woman? Well, she's a pretty girl. And if she ended up like that, that's such a waste.
There we go.
Several hours
Make him
in,
out.
Smith seems to sense the neck tightening around him.
Well, I'm sure in the back of my mind I knew that I was involved in something. It's stupid to believe that someone else killed someone and puts him in the back of your truck. You knew in the back of the head, the side of your head, front of your head, you knew you would kill somebody. Yeah. I can tell you for a straight fact, I did not plan to do this. Okay. I've done it. I admit I've done that. I'll sign a piece of paper, yes, I did it. I know I did it. Yeah.
With Smith's full-throated confession in hand, the detectives think they're done. And then Smith drops the biggest bomb of the case.
Are you guys in a rush? We're done.
Huh?
Are we in a rush? Yeah. You want to talk some more?
We're not in a rush. We got
You got all night.
Oh, I bet.
Picked up a very drunk girl. My wife was gone. She was away for the weekend. I took her home. And I shot her.
So we just out here shooting bitches. Shooting drunk bitches. Like, what the fuck?
We're in a rush. You want to talk some more? We're not in a rush. We got all night.
5 hours into a police interrogation, Ryan Stephen Smith had already confessed to the murder of Kathleen Henry. Then, Smith volunteered details of a second murder. Police realized they caught a serial killer.
I shot this girl and I pointed down to her house. On that little side road going towards Butte. When you turn off the highway.
This is how you recounted it to the police. Your wife was away, you were drinking. You hit the streets, as in your words you were known to do. You went to get some liquor and you spotted her.
She wanted booze. I knew that. She was drunk. She had a half a bottle of R&R on her thing. And she was really drunk. She was slurring. And I picked her up and I said, hey, do you want some warm food and a warm place to sleep tonight?
You bring her home. You were afraid to tell the police that she was going to leave her odor in the home. Your wife would detect it. So you told her to take a shower.
She was smelling. I knew she was homeless. You know, she was stinking. And I was getting upset, and I said to her, go take a shower. You know, because now there's smell in the house. You know. And she would do it. She kept saying, no.
He said, I clearly remember this. And again, I'm not lying to you. I don't remember. I can't visualize the girl. When I went to the garage, and I got my pistol, and I said to her, go to the shower, and she wouldn't.
And I just did that. And I while she was on the couch? Yeah. I just shot it.
The evidence lined up perfectly with Smith's account. A human skull had been found 6 months earlier at the site Smith named, pierced by a bullet. Police would later find an SD card at Smith's home with a video of a woman lying naked on the floor. Forensics identified the victim as Veronica Abalchuk, another Alaska Native woman who disappeared from the streets of Anchorage.
Veronica was my best friend, and I loved the hell out of her. I knew her daughters, you know. They wasn't working girls. They were just women's ed drinking problems, you know.
For Valerie Kessler, who uncovered evidence of Smith's hotel room murder, this second case hit even closer to home.
I remember the last time I talked to her. She said she was going to the liquor store. She's going to get a bottle. And she had to go meet up with somebody. That must have been him because that was the last time I ever saw her.
Smith's photo evidence and confession left virtually no doubt about his guilt. But today, Smith is trying to sell me a story that sounds nothing like the one he admitted to police. Tell me what happened that night in New York.
The person that I shot was a fictitious event. It was not Veronica. If that lady was Veronica, that woman walked out of my house, Alicia and her got in a vehicle and they drove away.
Well, then that wasn't Veronica, because the person that you murdered in your home, whose forensics lines up with Veronica Abachek, right? She didn't walk out of your home.
That was Alicia Youngblood. That wasn't Veronica.
Bruh.
Smith now recants his detailed confession to the Abalchuk murder, and he's trying to persuade me that his confession was all based on fictional role play with his former mistress,
Okay.
Alicia Youngblood. The story I told them was a story that Alicia and I had made up about driving around. You meet someone and take them home, they make you angry, and you shoot them. I told Alicia. You're saying that was a made-up story? Yeah. Did you make up the part about defiling her corpse after you killed her? Oh, that was Alicia and myself story. You told the police that after murdering her, you sexually defiled her body by sticking your fingers, your hand inside of her.
Bruh.
It sounds very much like paraphilia. Do you know that term? Paraphilia? Characterized by abnormal sexual desires, typically involving extreme or dangerous activities, sometimes intense and persistent interest in inflicting sexual violence or torture on a living person or corpse. I don't like hurting people. You don't? No. And you're telling me now that what you told the police is false, that you did not murder Veronica Abacek? No, you must remember that interrogation was done under duress. Well, all interrogations are arguably done under duress, but there was nothing unfair about it. In fact, you could have stopped talking at any point. And instead, you volunteer a completely different story about an earlier crime. I was in a weakened state of mind. It made sense to me there that I need to cover my face. Alicia might have told them that story, and I don't tell them, and they think I'm lying. In fact, Alicia Youngblood had told police a story, in secret, on a tip line 1 year earlier. The first time that I talked to Miss Youngblood, she was nervous. You could tell that talking to her on the phone. She said Smith had showed her a video of a dead woman.
It's going in her, and then he draw his hand out, and he's holding the GoPro, and then he bites his hands on her leg.
She loved this Brian Smith, but now she did not love him anymore after seeing this video. She was very adamant that she thought this video was real.
The pictures are her breast, and he's grabbing them so hard that the blood is pooling.
Youngblood tried to goad Smith into sharing evidence so police could arrest him.
I don't know what I'm doing with this information. I'm doing all kinds of crazy sexual acts with them because this information of him and having to pretend like it.
She took this fantasy stories, these make-believe stories about, and she took it and she started bringing in real people's names. And I said to her, no. Smith was cautious not to give Youngblood any proof, and police soon dropped the case.
I can't do this anymore. It's getting more wild.
Alicia Youngblood left Alaska. She never got the chance to testify against Smith. We were informed that she had passed away in Oklahoma. It was most likely she took her own life. The next phase of the case was the opening statements. It wasn't until 3 years later, in February 2024, Smith would take center stage in a horror show of his own design.
After this trial, you will all carry the burden of knowing. The burden of knowing that Brian Smith lived, worked, walked among us, mingling, and targeting the most vulnerable among us.
Smith's hour in the limelight was just beginning. Let's bring the jury in. This is Jim. I call your first witness.
My name is Christine Grimaldi. How are you related to this case? Why are you here today?
Veronica Abacek is my mother. I'm her oldest daughter.
In February 2024, the trial for the murders of Veronica Abacek and Kathleen Henry began.
In October 2019, I was contacted by family to meet with a detective, and looking back at that, I was in complete denial or holding on to any hope. I remember thinking, wow, they found her, maybe she's somewhere. And it's just, I'm in awe that I believe that, you know?
Smith appeared calm as witness after witness laid out evidence against him. But the smoking gun was the evidence Smith produced himself.
Those videos depict a woman that we now know to be Kathleen Henry being strangled, tortured, and killed. When we show those videos, they're going to be broadcast on that TV facing this way so that members of the general public don't see them.
Police say you're the man in the video. What do you think?
No, it's not me.
I needed a way to push past Smith's denial. If he wouldn't admit to the crimes, could I get him to describe the killer? Let me describe to you what the man in the video, the killer, did and ask you to profile him for me.
Well, I didn't want to watch him ever at all, but they forced me to at the trial.
What do you mean?
My name is Brendan Lee, last name L.E. So in this
What do
video,
you mean they force you? Y'all was filming this shit, you fucking goofy. What the fuck? This guy's stupid.
There's at one point blood coming from both sides of her mouth while the killer is sexually molesting her. What did you think when you saw that?
He wasn't sexually molesting her. He was poking his fingers on her boob. Okay?
Is that not sexual molestation in your mind?
It depends on the woman. It depends on the situation.
Well, obviously the situation was non-consensual. She's laying there dying. He's telling her he's killing her.
Yeah.
He stands on top of her stomach at one point. He laughs maniacally. What did you make of that?
I don't remember him laughing.
Even as he downplays the cruelty captured on video, Smith offers clues about the man behind the camera. Did it seem to you that the killer was enjoying himself?
No. The guy sounded frustrated.
He's still alive. I'm not so tired.
The guy said that like she must hurry up. Yeah, that she must die. She must hurry up.
People need to cooperate. People need to know when they're serial killers.
The person sounded like he had lost control.
Like he lost control. Interesting. Yeah. So that it was unplanned, maybe spontaneous?
No, from the wording the guy used, it sounds like he was documenting something, so it was planned.
This fucking idiot.
As you can notice, the tongue is not swollen. That is swollen as well.
Why was he documenting?
Yeah.
Why would somebody do that?
Well, they're obviously making money out of it. As far as yeah.
Could he have been doing that to watch it back and get thrills from it?
I don't know. He probably could have. If you find him, you can ask him that.
The killer is giggling and laughing. Do you remember that?
Probably the ugliest part was where he had his foot on her throat.
What kind of man could do that?
A nasty person.
She's making horrific sounds with her dying breath. Do you remember those sounds?
Well, that was the first noises that came out when the first video played that showed the girl trying to breathe.
Yeah.
And that's, I do not like that.
Can you describe them for me and how they made you feel?
I didn't like hearing it. It's I don't like to hear that stuff.
So yes, that's right. Yes,
You filmed it. You're such an idiot. Like, what the fuck you... Bro, this guy's stupid.
Green string, straddling over her, right? You remember that? Berating her, fondling her. I'm trying to make a movie, you stupid blood-sucking.
And it sounds like he's doing it for an audience. He's like he's making a movie. He's definitely making a movie.
Bruh.
I'm trying to make a movie, you stupid whole bitch.
Weeks after I met Smith, I finally got
Right.
access to the murder video itself.
He's a prick.
You now see what Smith meant by the killer making a movie.
For my fans out there, hit the like button, please. Just take it, swallow it, just do a nipple shot while we are here. You look at angle like an action shot.
In Smith's twisted mind, he's a film director, and this atrocity is his blockbuster movie.
You live, you die. You live, you die. Sadly, in my movies, everyone dies. I get the Oscar, bitch.
Bruh.
In the end, Smith's movie did meet its audience. 12 men and women, and they quickly delivered a verdict.
Mr. Smith, could you please
Sure.
rise? I will read the form, the verdicts. We, the jury, find the defendant Brian Stephen Smith guilty of murder in the first degree as charged in count 1.
Guilty for the murder and sexual assault of Kathleen Henry and Veronica Aboucham. His sentence? 226 years in prison. I can tell you as a professional journalist,
You should have got
the
the
evidence
fucking
against you is
Chamberlain
insurmountable. You're
or the
not
fucking
getting
injection.
over it. Isn't there a part of you, you're still a young man, isn't there a part of you that just wants to unload, unburden this whole thing and talk truthfully about what actually happened?
This guy.
You're glad you're not going to be able to hurt anybody else?
Yeah. But I was hoping that it would have just been that one. I was hoping that anger of my sister would have moved out. You know, I don't like to know that I've done that to someone. I don't like that.
Why does he keep saying he don't like that? Hold on.
First left South Africa.
Why does he keep saying he don't like that, but he's the one that fucking filmed it? What a twat.
For a new adventure on the Alaskan frontier. At one point, you told the police that Alaska is the perfect place to murder someone.
Yes, the people come here because they antisocial, and if you look at the distances between places here, you could just go dump a body just 5 minutes out of town.
Murder is the third leading cause of death among Native American women. Smith killed 2 of these vulnerable women, at least 2 that we know of. Did you engage in any sexual violence with Native South African women?
No.
He told me one of his victims was as young as 15.
Wow.
Where he's from. I think 15 was the youngest.
Okay.
On the other hand, I don't know. You do not know.
The South African police say they're looking into you now. Any idea what that might be about?
Okay. Again, right at the beginning, Alicia and myself were telling stories, and the first stories I told her were about South Africa.
More stories.
Yeah.
If I can find any poetic justice in this tragic story, it's this. Smith landed behind bars, thanks to a woman who lived on the streets with his victims. What do you think would have happened without that video? Had you not found it and brought it
He'd
forward?
probably still be investigating, and he still probably would be a free man, hunting and killing women.
Right.
And there'd probably be more bodies than what there was.
Exactly.
When you heard the verdict,
Fortunately.
what did you think?
That was on my birthday.
What a birthday present.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kassler remained on the front lines from the moment she turned over the smoking gun SD card.
Those images that you saw, timing and all of that aside, have those stayed with you?
In my head?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted them to go home.
And what do you mean by that when you say you wanted them to go home?
I wanted the parents